morning. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Eric. I've been traveling in this camper for 3.5 years full-time with my wife Marissa, and today we're going to take you through a very common day for us living here in Baja for the winter. Yes, those are my morning coffee grinds, or yesterday morning's coffee grinds, going out as today's compost. This morning we are waking up here in Las Tunas, and like every good day, I'm starting out with some coffee. Got my little fluffy guy. Got some black coffee. We're ready to start the day. One of the nice things about where we've been staying, which I'll tell you a little bit more about later, is they have indoor plumbing. I guess we could call it indoor-outdoor, as it's kind of an open air setup, but also goes to a real septic tank. I'm sure most of you recognize this who live in a house. It's a real toilet. For those of us with a composting toilet, this is awesome. There's something especially satisfying about going to the bathroom in a normal bathroom. After using a composting toilet for all these years, it's nice to know that I won't have to deal with that number 2 ever again. Most mornings consist of this type of stuff. Picking up the phone, putting out fires, and discussing Airbnb issues. Because we knew we were gonna be here for a couple months in kind of the same area, we joined a local gym here. Been going probably 3 to 5 days a week, depending on our schedule. Today, Marissa decided she was gonna go do a CrossFit workout at a gym in Todos Santos for something different. I told her before she left, don't get hurt, because that's why I'm not going. I'll go to a regular gym instead. That way when we go through military inspections, they don't look at this white powdery substance and think it's something else. If you're wondering how Marissa got to a CrossFit gym while I'm still here in the camper, well, I'll show you in a little bit. Before I go to the gym, I'm gonna make a protein shake here. These are the things that all have to come out in order to get the blender out without knocking the camera, just to make a shake. I recently learned that there's really not a ceiling on how much protein your body can take in one sitting. They haven't quite figured it out. So the old adage used to be like 40 grams of protein was the most your body could absorb, otherwise you're just wasting it. Protein up. This is the real breakfast of champions.
What?
Marissa's back from CrossFit.
Hi, everyone. Have a great workout.
Thanks. So you may have noticed that if you're including this video, the last 3 videos have all started in the same location. And that is because we are staying on some friends' land who've owned this property for like the last 3 years almost. They also own this lovely Honda Pilot and happen to be out of town right now. So all of us that have bigger rigs have been using this as our own personal little commuter car. Not having to drive the truck camper around just to go to the gym and stuff has been so sweet. This Honda's got like 270,000 miles on it, and it's our friend Tina's car that she's had since she was 16. I think she's about my age, like 37 now, so a 20-year-old truck and one owner. The nice part about Marissa now knowing that we're doing a YouTube video today is I'm gonna come back to a spotlessly clean camper, because she is not okay with you guys seeing our dirty camper side. This area that we're in, it's in Todos Santos, but really it's a little sub-town called Las Tunas, and it's blowing up. The amount of construction here compared to 2 years ago is super significant in terms of the increase, and it's also the area that we're looking to buy land. So we're going to take you guys a little later to go check out the property that our offer was accepted on, but we'll explain more when we get there. This gym that we joined, 10:30 right now. It is popping all the time here. It's only 30 bucks a month. It reminds me more of a high school gym than like a gym that you go to in the States. Simple equipment, not anything fancy, but 30 bucks a month, and it's only a mile and a half from our friend's land that we've been staying on. Where's my headphones? So we've been really enjoying it. This gym's got a healthy mix of gringos and locals. Oh, check out the artwork I did on Tina's truck. I was hammered on my birthday. We were all out drinking, and I drew wieners all over her car. There's a bunch of them. And Tina's never gonna clean her car, so there's gonna be permanently imprinted weens on her Honda. So I'm winded from doing deadlifts for the first time in a long time, but there's a handful of things in these Mexican gyms that you don't see back in the States. One, a salon chair, and then also a dog in here looking for pets. So yeah, a little bit different, but everybody's in here getting after it with a workout. See a bunch of the same faces here on a daily basis. Oh, I'm getting old. Only 185 pounds. I'm still dying. All right, workout's over. Time to go consume some more calories, and then figure out how we're gonna spend the rest of the day, besides showing you guys our hopeful future property. So while our friends are in Japan, we're on dog sitting duty, all of us, as a collective unit. Marissa's been really enjoying the extra time with pets that are not hers.
Come on, let's get a play.
They're a bunch of cutie pies. Now let's see inside the camper. I'm gonna bet $1. Super clean in here. Oh yeah. Clean as a whistle. Clean as a whistle in here. Just how Marissa likes it for the YouTube. Got a couple of chores here we gotta do today because we haven't moved the rig. Shut this fan off. It's super loud. Because we haven't moved the rig in a while, I haven't drained my gray tank, and I'm sure it's getting full. So So if you watched our video where I did the rig tour, I showed you how I have a 12-volt ball valve that controls our gray water, which allows me to dump it out on roads when I deem it appropriate. But also if you're somewhere like we are now, you can put it in a bucket and then carry it to a toilet. And then you just hit the old aux 4 switch. It's not so gross. It's just a little mellow yellow. It smells right. One of the lovely things that I've learned by having this whole gray water setup is that pee is heavier than water, which makes sense. So it all settles down to the bottom, and when you're draining this thing, it's pee first, water second. And now I just got to repeat that until we have some space in our gray water tank to make sure that we're not going to overflow it while we're living here. The original intentions of this property was to be an Airstream park, basically Airbnbs in Airstreams, a whole bunch of them, but our friends here own a bar restaurant, and that takes up a buttload of their time, and it's caused them to decide, we'll probably just make it a campground, which is what it looks like right now, because we've got the folks that we crossed the border into Mexico with here. Alex and Diana are in the Class C motorhome, and then Jackson and Janie are in the tow behind over there, and then the landowners, Tim and Tina, are in that Class A behind me. So we had a guy roll in here the other day being like, hey, is there any space at this campground? I'm like, well, it's not a campground just yet, but one day it will be. So one of today's chores is water. If you guys watched our previous video, we told you how we're carrying 4 6-gallon jerry cans with us in Baja this year in order to make filling up water more convenient. So we've been just filling up these 6-gallon cans from the Purificata locally. It costs like $5 for 24 gallons of water, so it's hard to be sad about that. Reverse osmosis system, delicious tasting. The guy told me the other day though that 50% of the water that they filter is so tainted that it can't even be used as like gray water for watering plants or anything. Our routine is typically once a week fill up these blue jugs. If we use them all, great. If not, we'll just keep them for later. All right, so game plan for today is tacos, laundry, water, and going to the beach.
I just ordered 3 fried shrimp tacos and 1 grilled shrimp taco on flour tortillas with everything. So that is 3 camarón tacos con harina con todo and 1 camarón taco la plancha con harina con todo. So this is how they come. This is the grilled one, and this is the fried one. And then we have a taco bar up there where we put on all the fixings.
These might be the best tacos that we've had other than the ones in Guerrero Negro, in my opinion. Like the fried shrimp tacos, they're my favorite.
I like the ones that we get in Todos Santos that are coconut shrimp flavored.
That red sauce, hot.
Thank you.
They're not quite as cheap as Negro tacos. We think they did some bad math, but 260 pesos, which is like 13 bucks, which I know it's not a lot.
No,
but
we definitely got charged for an extra fish or shrimp taco.
yeah, the math doesn't math. The math should be 220 pesos versus 260.
Yeah, we definitely just got charged for an extra shrimp taco.
We were gonna leave 270 anyway, and that would have been a 50 peso tip, but it all goes to the same place anyway. He's taking it all home. Now we gotta go pick up laundry, water, go to the property, and then the beach. So laundry here in Baja is done for you. It's super convenient. We dropped this off on Monday and now it's Wednesday. It'll cost us what, 15 bucks, 20 bucks?
Nah, 15, 10 or 15 for this size load.
Not bad. Eric? Sí.
A ver, un momento.
Black.
No, no listo todavía. La pusieron en limpieza y ahí estaban los últimos.
Mañana.
No, no, no. Hoy. ¿Qué hora son? ¿A las 3?
3 o'clock.
Ajá,
Okay.
3.
Gracias.
Listo.
Gracias.
I'm sorry.
No problema.
Vamos a meter las.
Okay, so the context of that is the laundry's not done yet, which has happened at this place before to ourselves and others, but that's okay because we're on Baja time. Doesn't really matter. It was just a small bonus load. Now we're gonna go get some water. Hola, ¿viene tú?
También muy bien.
Cambio con 500 pesos.
No problem.
Sí, gracias.
So first they rinse off any container that you're bringing in to make sure it's nice, clean, and sanitary. And then they put it into a water filling station.
It only takes the guy a couple minutes to fill up a jug. Then you gotta figure out how to load it in the truck. Oh. We'll let you know the total when we're done. We're also picking up an extra 5 gallons for our friends. So it'll really be like 29 gallons of water that we're taking home today. So the water cost us a whopping 130 pesos, which is like $6.50. And I gave the guy a little tip because he's super nice. And he does like this little Spanish interaction with me. What do you mean I went past? The land? It's right here.
My bad.
We are pulling up on what could theoretically be our future property if everything comes to fruition. So most lots in this area are sold in quarter-acre size. And so we just went around and drove with our other friend's car, looking for signs saying for sale, calling people, texting them, WhatsApping them, you name it. This little slice of paradise is about a 30-minute walk to Todos Santos proper, about a 15-minute walk back to Las Tunas where all the bars and restaurants are, and then it's about a 30-minute walk to the ocean from here. The plan with the property would be to honestly just sit on it and hope that it improves in value over time. And maybe one day we'll build a house on here, but the immediate outlook on the property would be an investment. Hopefully it makes money over time, and we'll have a place down here if we want to build a house for ourselves at some point. But don't worry, this is not going to turn into a house building channel like so many YouTubers do. So this person over here, who would be our theoretical future neighbor, is doing what we would do in the short term, which is plop our camper on here when we're down here for the winter, and then maybe put up some sort of a bathroom shower combo. But even that, we just have no idea if we would do that right away, after a year, after 2 years. We're just trying to be realistic that there's a humongous percentage chance that this property does not close because of the way that things are done down here in Mexico. And there's quite a few failures before people come to a final property purchase. For us, if we were to get it on the first try, would be against the norm. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys what we're up to and what we're possibly trying to own. Ready to go to the beach?
I'm ready to go see some surf.
Definitely got to share the roads here in Baja sometimes. So this beach we're going to is Playa Los Mangos. On iOverlander, it's reported that there is theft that happens at this beach. So, taking all our stuff with us, not leaving anything valuable in the Pilot. This is really nice.
This is beautiful.
So beautiful. Imagine, we could come here from our future property in 5 minutes. Oh, found toilet paper on the beach already. That didn't take long. This time of year, it's whale migration season, so you can come out to the beach and sit back and just watch them all go by, pick them out over the ocean. There's a whale, there's a whale, there's a whale. It's like Oprah, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. Then you got pelicans going by. You've got a bunch of different boats out there. Some are like a trawler style. And then other ones I think are like whale tour boats. Friends of ours are out on a whale tour right now. So I'm sure they're getting an up close and personal experience with the whales. So we ran back to the camper, got changed, and we're headed to happy hour. And Tina and Tim's dog Harper loves to follow wherever you're going, especially when you're in the Pilot. A lot of the time she thinks that we're all going to their bar. You really can't control her. Like, you tell her to stay, she gives no cares in the world. And she's pretty smart. I mean, she's not a Baja dog, but she's adapted to Baja life. Plan is buy one, get one margaritas. We'll see if it's more than just that, but yeah. Quick, almost evening cocktail here.
We literally just ordered food like 10 in with them because we don't know what's going on.
Harper followed us all the way here.
Oh, for sure.
Almost
Yes.
got into it with the German Shepherd.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you took the German Shepherd road?
No.
Well, we drove, but Harper, you know, went alongside.
And the German Shepherd came at like. So yeah, we were
I
about
drove
to
right
hit
at
it.
it.
Yeah. We were
Did she
about
win?
to. So the
They
dog got
didn't
scared.
really have much of an interaction because I was there with the truck to like mitigate it.
But the
Like a pug mentality, but not a Shih Tzu.
She has some breathing issues we've been working through, so they removed all her teeth because she has like somewhere up in her nose, and we fixed
But
several.
that's good because teeth can be a cause of death.
And
You
she
get
has-
them out,
and
they don't
she
have to
has
worry.
16 total in her entire mouth now. So we did ask the pharmacy if
playing games is like Skippo. Like that's
Skippo.
that's like the one I'm good
every
at.
game we play is like super basic. Like
Yeah. No. No. I don't want to play Catan.
Yeah.
I want a game that we can like drink some alcohol, play the game, maybe like we put a movie on the side of the RV
Yeah.
or something, and just like.
Before we made our way home from the bar we were at, we picked Harper back up. She was hanging out at her parents' bar, and she just voluntarily hopped inside for a ride home. This is a pretty normal night. Harper goes down to the bar, she gets drunk on smells, and then she comes home. Just got home, cat's pissed, no food in his bowl. He says, "This is not fair, humans. This is not right." He's mad. Don't manhandle me. Don't manhandle me, human. I'll swat you. Swat you right in the face, little buddy. This is without question the worst part of cat ownership is wet food. It's nasty. As gross as it is for me, it's his favorite part of the day, so hard to be too sad about it. Marissa came in after happy hour and ransacked this kitchen like a 365-pound college linebacker who just drank alcohol for the first time. So I just decided I'll wait until she's done eating before I start cooking and filming again. I, while one-handed, am going to be making white rice and salmon, keeping it super simple, but also relatively healthy. The light above me is a light that we have not upgraded. It's probably factory 2005. One, uses a ton of energy. Also, always provides like a very yellowish tint. So if I look like I'm a Simpsons character, it's because of the lighting. I like to make sure to wash my rice, and my little trick for doing that, a little bit of water, keep stirring it and shaking it. Then I use this screen that we use for trying to minimize the amount of bacon grease that ends up in our fan and in our battery compartment, to just flip over that starchy goodness. Try and at least let this salmon come up to room temperature a little bit. Although I do like my salmon to be kind of like a medium rare finish rather than dried out and well done. For seasoning on my salmon, I usually go with this green goddess from Trader Joe's that we still have. A little bit of olive oil on there. Cooking rice in a camper is one of the things where if you lived in a normal house, you would have way more space, and you could of course have a rice cooker and it would be no big deal. But in a camper, you have a propane cooktop. Let me see if I can angle this right, where if you put it directly on the heat, even at the lowest setting, your rice will boil over. If you move it off to the side, sure, it won't boil over, but you're only really getting direct heat on one side, so you gotta constantly be rotating it. If you have a suggestion on how I can make rice in a camper with a basic pot and pan setup, which I do have a bigger one, I guess that might be the solution. Bigger pot, so it doesn't boil over. Plan is, in dirty camper style, I'm gonna reuse the cast iron pan that Marissa was using. I honestly thought with all that butter, that thing wouldn't have stuck so bad, but it's stuck pretty hard to the pan. Get that pan going again. Get this other thing going again. You'll never be able to hear me, but at least we'll be able to breathe in here. This is definitely my most standard way for making salmon. I realized I may not have cooked my rice quite enough, as there's water still in the bottom of the pan. So my super standard way for doing salmon is just that green goddess seasoning, Mike's extra hot honey, teriyaki, and tamari, which is like a gluten-free soy sauce version. And it's really freaking good. Pretty much has everything you need for trying to not become fat while also trying to build some muscle while we're down here. So the plan for the rest of the night is I am going to watch some TV. I got my computer out here so I can start doing some editing. I also have some stuff to do for our Airbnb business that I gotta take care of and do some invoices for customers. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank our newest Patreon subscriber, David Murphy. Just want to say thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me, and the fact that you're contributing to us keeping the wheels turning on this camper. And if you want to support our Patreon channel, be sure to check us out over there at the Cummins Camper. We're dropping all our videos early over there compared to here on YouTube, and we're going to be doing exclusive videos. We've also got added content there from our travels here in Baja. And just want to say thank you for watching this video to the end. Have a great one. Be sure to subscribe. We'll be back soon with another video. I believe the next one is going to be us going to Escobar La Baja in La Paz. It is coming up this weekend, so we're going to be filming for that. Bye.